Dr. George Horsman is a biochemistry professor and the father of 3 children. He is suing the Waterloo Region School Board over mandatory land acknowledgements and, get this, the board's position that whether or not to have land acknowledgements is beyond discussion, beyond debate. There shall be no debate about whether we should have land acknowledgements or not, because this, according to the board, is an equity-focused initiative. So it is beyond the pale. We cannot discuss this. A lot of Canadians are fed up with Aboriginal land acknowledgements because they are hypocritical virtue signaling by people who will never, ever give their property to Aboriginals. They will sell their property to the highest bidder. They're not going to give it away for free to Aboriginals because it's supposedly on stolen land. So this is hypocritical virtue signaling. And land acknowledgements are divisive. They elevate one group of Canadians as special and worthy of special recognition more so than other Canadians. They often contain inaccurate claims about unceded territories. The historical fact is that these territories were ceded to the British Crown by way of treaties. And even in British Columbia, where no treaties were signed, the land was effectively ceded to British sovereignty by virtue of the fact that the British imposed their roads and bridges and agriculture, factories, language, culture, religion, courts, police, military, etc. So all of British Columbia was also ceded to the British Crown. So suggesting that somehow this is all a mistake is just not rooted in history. Many years ago, several decades ago, the Our Father, or the Lord's Prayer, was removed from public schools in response to complaints from parents who were Jewish or atheist or otherwise non-Christian and did not want the Lord's Prayer imposed on their kids. This is in line with Supreme Court of Canada ruling in City of Saguenay, where the court ruled that a mayor of Saguenay, Quebec, was out of line when he opened city council meetings with a Catholic prayer. And the Supreme Court said that we must have state neutrality so that the state is neutral towards different religions or non-religious perspectives, different political perspectives. And so the court ruled it was not right to force people to sit through a Catholic prayer that they didn't agree with. Well, the same reasoning applies to land acknowledgements. A lot of people, perhaps most, perhaps only some, don't agree with land acknowledgements and are being forced to sit through this, which violates their freedom of religion and conscience. We also have a violation of the doctrine of state neutrality that is required. The Charter requires all governments, federal, provincial, municipal, school board, must practice state neutrality and cannot show favoritism towards any political or religious doctrine. So that's important. Last but not least, this silencing of debate is completely contrary to the Charter's guarantee of free expression and the constitutional principle of democratic accountability. The Justice Centre is funding lawyers for this case, and your financial support for the Justice Centre is appreciated. You make it possible for us to defend freedom in Canada. I'm John Carpay. Thanks for listening.